Okay, folks, here's a quick review of the three-man light jet that was produced by Spin Master for the sequel to Tron entitled Tron Legacy that is coming to DVD and Blu-ray on April 5th. I picked this up at Target for $24.99. As was the case with the previous light jet, the one-man light jet, there is some assembly required with this vehicle. Some of it is easy and some of it is not so easy. The easy part of the assembly involves putting the forward wings here and here into the main body of the vehicle. The hard part of the assembly was getting this wing here and this wing here inserted into the rear. You have to insert them into a pair of really narrow slots, and it took me the better part of half an hour to get it put in just right. So if you're getting this for a child, be prepared to give him or her a hand putting it together. Okay, so once I got the vehicle fully assembled and had a chance to look at it, I was impressed and I was also disappointed. The big positive about this is, well, there's two big positives. For one thing, it's not a bad likeness of the vehicle that was in the movie. I had a chance to Google up a few of the images, and Spin Master got the basic look of this vehicle down pretty good. The other big positive about this is the fact that from here to here, it's about 24 inches in length. So for my European viewers, I'm guessing that's what, about 3/4 of a meter. If I'm wrong about that, please feel free to correct me on it. Also, from the front to the rear, that's about 11.5 inches. So I'm guessing that's what, about close to 1/4 of a meter, maybe. I'm not sure. Again, feel free to correct me if I'm mistaken about that. Now, the negative, as was the case with the one-man light jet, there is no landing gear here. So it's either going to lean like this or it's going to lean like that on your shelf. So if you're getting this for your collection, as I did, I hope that you have a pretty large space available for it, because this thing is huge. I mean, 24 inches that's pretty large. Okay, let me go on ahead and I'm going to wheel this around for you so you can see what it looks like from the backside. And as you can see, it's not a bad likeness at all. As I said in the beginning, Spin Master got the basic look of this vehicle down pretty good, at least from what I've seen on the still images on the web. Alright, let me wheel this around again. And if I go out of frame, please bear with me. This thing is large. Okay, alright, let's go on ahead and examine some of the special features of this vehicle. So I'm going to come in close and let you have a look. Okay? Let me pull this up here now. Alright, first thing, you have a cockpit that opens up. Two figures. In this case, I have one figure in here in the cockpit, and I've left the other pilot seat empty so that you can see what they look like. This is Sam Flynn, of course. It has the basic same type of seating as you'll find in the Deluxe Light Runner, where you clip the identity discs that are on these figures' backs into the seat, and it's kind of a little bit of an experience to try to get it in here just right. With Sam Flynn, it wasn't too bad, but there is one guy out there who I tried to get into this cockpit, and I couldn't get him in no matter what I did. And if you're guessing that I'm referring to Kevin Flynn, you would be correct. I think that that's probably due to the to that stupid robe that he wears, so that you can't remove. So I blame Spin Master for not making that accessory removable, but I've already covered that in the previous review, so I'll just let it go at that. So anyway, you can put two figures in, and Sam Flynn goes in really easily. No complaints about that. All right, close this up, and I'll wheel this around again for you. Now, as you can see here, from here to about this part here, these are opening bay doors. And I'll open this up for you. Oh gosh, come on. Okay, there we go. And as you can see, I have another figure in here. So let me go on ahead and I'll spring this out for you. And as you can see, when it comes out, the figure lights up, and this is Cora. Two guns come out right here and right here. No, nothing flies out of them, no projectiles. So sorry about that, but that's okay. I don't really have any complaints about that. There's not really a seat to seat the figure in. You just basically leave them in the standing position and just insert them into the little holder. And when you get them in, it'll click and you'll see them light up. So that tells you that you've got the figure inserted properly. So the other nice thing about this turret moves 360 degrees around, and the figure lights up each time you touch it. And it also, you can move it forward, you can also move it back. So that's not a bad feature at all. I was pleased to see that. Also, you can put the hands of the figure on the handles of the gun, like so, right here and right here, and you'll be all set and ready to knock down Clue or whatever bad guys are chasing after our heroes. Okay, wheel this around again. Oh gosh. Bear with me again, because if this goes out of frame, this is really large. Okay, the light up feature. That's probably the weakest thing on this vehicle. In the past vehicles that I've reviewed, the lights come on and stay on for a little while and then go off. Not so in this case, and that was a very, very big minus for me, because I really like the light up features on these vehicles quite a bit. So unfortunately, the only lights come on when you fire the missiles in the front, right here, and I'll do this one like that. I was not impressed with the spring action on this at all. It felt really mushy. So basically, take care of putting these in, because those springs feel awfully weak. Of course, you put them in with the blue side up. There's only one way to put them in, so just be careful when you're putting them in, that you don't ruin the springs in here, because it feels like it could be very, very easy to do so. So overall, I'd have to say this vehicle has a lot more pluses than minuses. I'm going to have to make this, well, gosh darn it, how do I put this? Borderline recommendation. Borderline. The lack of a light up feature, and the fact that the lights don't stay on when you get the when you get the figures put in the cockpit properly, that really, that's a big minus for me. So that's why I'm giving this a borderline recommendation. But on the plus side, the lightness isn't bad, and the turret here was really well done. So I can't complain about that. So as I said, it's a borderline recommendation. Okay, so on that note, I'm sure you've probably read on my channel comments that I'm getting ready to stop doing these reviews, because Spin Master has stopped making these items available for sale. So I really was not expecting to find this, and I just happened to get lucky and found it. So I went on ahead and grabbed it, because it was the last one that Target had. I'd like to thank my subscribers, old and new. End of line reviews. I know you're probably watching this, buddy, and I want to thank you personally for the support that you've given. You seem like a really nice person, and I enjoy your stuff, and I'm just sorry that all good things have to come to an end, unfortunately. But I didn't make the call with Spin Master, so I hope you'll understand that these reviews are going to be ending with the release of the Blu-ray on April 5th of Tron Legacy. Which, yes, of course, I will review it. I'm getting the, in case you haven't read the comments, I am getting the 4-disc version of Tron Legacy. Another subscriber of note that I would like to thank personally for coming on board is a nice gal who lives overseas. She goes by the name of Jackable Productions on YouTube. And if you have not checked out her channel, I highly suggest that you do so, because she has done a lot of interesting things. Not just reviews, but she's also done how-tos on makeup for various characters in science fiction. And she's also done a lot of footage from science fiction conventions that she's attended. So I've really enjoyed watching what she has put together, and I still get a laugh when I think about her first comment to me, and she says, "You sound like Jeff Bridges, the dude." So she's really an amusing gal. So if you haven't subscribed to her channel, go on ahead and do so. I'm sure you'll enjoy it as much as I have. And I plan to stay in touch with her and End of Line Reviews and other people too when these reviews are concluded on April the 5th. Okay, so on that note, take care and stay tuned for my next review. Have a good one.